Hey girl. I hope that you're settling back into Boise. Miss you. Things here are, oh, they are. That's probably a good way to describe it. Lots of good conversations though, and yeah, I miss being in Missoula, and my hope is to have more transportation and ways to be up there. And ways to also build while I'm here, and start weaving some things together in a very real and tangible way. Yay for optimism, and yay for reality too. So that being said, go ahead and ground down through your seat. Let the crown of the head lift high to the sky. Bring yourself into your breath. Nice deep inhale through the nose. And then big exhale through the mouth. 2 more deep breaths. Big inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. One more time, big inhale. And exhale. Always starting off our practice from a space of gratitude. Give gratitude to the universe, deep weaving of wisdom and knowledge and love. Give gratitude to the earth as she reminds us that we live in a space of abundance rather than a space of scarcity. Of everything that we need, and that we ourselves are more than enough. Give gratitude to the indigenous peoples of these lands. The Northern Cheyenne, the Crow, the Salish, the Blackfoot, the Little Shell, the Kalispel, and the Pend Oreille tribes. And girl, you got a shout out. Leave it in the comments on the YouTube video. I'm forgetting the tribes that are over in Boise right now. So it'll come back to me as soon as you refresh my memory, or I could just not be lazy and look it up. Word to all you people who might be tuning in. Accountability is key. We give gratitude for this practice of yoga, as it reminds us that we as human beings are innately good. We are kind, honest, generous, and just. And we give gratitude to Black and Brown people as the original creators and sustainers of this practice from a space of ahimsa, also known as nonviolent or loving action. We give gratitude to our bodies and to ourselves, to our own ancestors and our own lineage, acknowledging our and their trials and triumphs, traumas, tribulations, and transgressions, and holding ourselves responsible for how we choose to repair and restore from damages that have been done in order to build a peaceful and loving world for 7 generations and beyond. And if there's a person or persons, place or places that you'd like to dedicate your practice to this morning, this evening, this afternoon, wherever you fall with this video on during your day, you can take the time to do so now. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. When you're ready, go ahead and slowly blink open your eyes. Allow yourself just to come back into your room, into your space. Glancing around the room, maybe kind of massaging out through the tops of the thighs. Moving some energy down your legs. And then inhale, arms sweep high to the sky. Exhale, flip and press the palms. Inhale, arms come high. Exhale, flip, press. One more time, inhale, arms high. Flip the palms, so you're trying to press the ceiling away. Roll the shoulders down the back, and then slowly take the hands out in front of you. Flex and press here. Take that right hand to those left fingertips and pull back. Big inhale here. Exhale, release, same thing on the opposite side. Pull your fingertips back. Big inhale here. Exhale, release. Hands come down to knees. Inhale, heart and chest move forward. Exhale, press and pull it in. Inhale, heart and chest move forward. Exhale, press and pull it in. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale back to your center line. Come all the way down onto the forearm on that right arm and reach up and over. Bring yourself up and out of your rib cage. If the forearm is too much of a reach, you can always just come to your hand, keeping a little bend in your elbow. Running down through both of your sit bones. Roll your heart open to the sky. And then flip the palm and use both of your hands through pressing and pulling to pull yourself to that opposite side. Maybe you come down to your forearm, maybe you stay on your palm. Roll your heart and chest high to the sky. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold. 1 more time, big inhale. Exhale, flex and press. Pull yourself all the way back up to your center line. Inhale, arms come high. Exhale, pull your palms down to your heart line. And then inhale, arms come high again. Bring yourself down to that opposite side. Float down, pull through the fingertips. Big inhale here. And this time, serve the earth. Pull in on the low belly, take it low. Drop down through that forearm. Same thing on that opposite side. Pull up through the heart and the chest. Find that extension and then release. Pull yourself all the way through your center line. Inhale, arms come high. Exhale, pull the hands back down to heart line. And then go ahead and rock over your knees and shins, bringing yourself into a tabletop. Wrists fall underneath your shoulders, knees fall underneath your hips. Shift your hips back and forth, side to side. Maybe create some circles with your hips here, tucking your toes, checking in with your low belly. Bring yourself back to your center. Press into your palms, heart and chest move forward. Dropping down through your belly, crown of the head lifts to rise, and then exhale. Pull up and in on the low belly, round into yourself. Inhale, heart and chest move forward. Exhale, press and pull. 2 more times. Inhale, heart and chest move forward. Oof. Exhale, press and pull. Do a couple of barrel rolls here just to check in with your hips, making sure that you're not holding in the tops of your hips. Anything that you kind of need to move and shift around to let yourself feel it. Lean heavy into one side, heavy into the opposite side. Find a space to be able to soften. And then tuck the toes, send the hips back and high, down dog. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold. Press into the palms, send the hips back and high. Pull down through the heels. Pull up and in on the low belly, and then tiptoe your feet up to meet your hands at the top of the mat. Let yourself hang heavy over your thighs and grab for your opposite elbows, swishing and swaying back and forth side to side. Allow the rib cage to expand. Let the crown of the head pull all the way down towards the earth. Lift and shift through your heels. And then inhale, hands move up the front part of the feet and shins, flat back. Exhale, let yourself fall down and over the tops of the thighs. Inhale, sweep yourself all the way up to stand. Arms come high to the sky. Exhale, hands move down to your heart line. I'm gonna take this back a notch so you can see my arms. All right. Out here like looking crazy with my hair. Okay. All right, inhale, sweep your arms high to the sky again. Let's try this. Okay. And then exhale, let yourself fall down and over the tops of the thighs. I don't even think that worked. Hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, palms come down to the mat. Step into your plank pose. Big inhale here. Press back through the heels. Hold, fire up through the arms. Think about wrapping your muscles around your bones. Your shoulders are over your wrists. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. 2 more big breaths. Big inhale.
And exhale. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, drop that right knee. Let that left foot flat, toes point towards the middle line of the arch of the back left foot. Big inhale here. Take the hand all the way around the low back and reach for your hip as you roll open through your heart and your chest. Big inhale. If you want to, make sure you have some good balance. You can float this top foot up off the mat. If it's easier to keep your arm extended while you do that, please do so. Maybe you put a bend in that back knee and come on to grab onto the top of that foot. You can always kickstand this bottom foot so you have a little bit more stability. Big inhale. Wherever you're at, breathe into your belly. Exhale. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Take the palm down to the earth. Knee comes underneath you. Inhale into your cow. Exhale into your cat. Inhale back into your cow. Step back into your plank. Big inhale here. Press back through the heels. Drop down to the knee and flip that foot flat. Point your toes towards the midline of your arch first to play around with your balance. Ground down through the foot. If you need to swing that foot so it comes offside on the mat, please do so. Big inhale. If you want to take the hand around to the low part of the back, you can always play around with your balance here. Maybe one side is better than the other, right? Or feels more stable than the other. Maybe you put a bend in that back knee and come on to grab onto the outside of the foot. You kick into the hand and breathe into the heart and the chest and the belly. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, kick to open. Exhale, slowly release. Hand and knee come back down to your mat. Inhale into your cow. Exhale into your cat. Tuck the toes and send the hips back in high, down dog. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. Tiptoe your feet up to meet your hands. Let yourself fall down and over the tops of the thighs. And then on the next inhale, hands move up the front part of the sheet. Feet and shins flat back. Exhale, fall down and over the tops of the thighs. And then inhale, pull yourself all the way back up to stand. Exhale. Hands move down to your heart line and they come down to your sides. Okay, inhale. Arms sweep high to the sky. Exhale, float down and over the tops of the thighs. This is gonna drive me crazy. All right, babe. Sorry, this is just my own thing, but it's still gonna drive me crazy. Okay, inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, come down and over. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, hands come down to the earth. Walk yourself back out into that plank. Big inhale here. Exhale, rock to the outside of your right foot and stack your left foot on top of it. Side plank here, big inhale. Exhale, float that top foot. Or you can bring it into the inside of that thigh, or maybe not. And then drop it back behind and bring yourself into this mini wild thing. Big inhale. Exhale, bring yourself back through your center line. Same thing on that opposite side. Rock to the outside of that foot. Stack the feet. You can always float this top leg. You can bring it into this tree. Big inhale. Or you can step it back and behind, raise up through the heart and the chest, press into the palm, and then exhale. Bring yourself back, press back through the heels and shift forward. Drop down to the knees, lower all the way down to the heart and chest. Elbows pull into your side body and then baby cobra. Lift to rise, hold here. Breathe into the belly, exhale. 2 more, big inhale. Exhale, press into your palms and send your hips back into a child's pose. Hold here. Grip onto your mat, your forehead comes down to the earth. Big inhale. Exhale. One more time, big inhale. Exhale slowly. Take your hands back towards your knees. And then go ahead and bring your hands, actually stay on your knees and shins. We'll come into a camel pose. So tuck the toes, you know how I like to do it, rather than the drop back. But you can always do it the traditional way and drop back into camel. Hands come to the heels with the toes tucked.
Brace the meaty part of the palm on the heels, and then send your hips up as you untuck your toes. Let your head rock back. Breathe here. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time. Big inhale. Exhale. Let your head come back on nice and straight. Tuck your toes. Send the sit bones down towards your heels. Counter that. Bring yourself right into embryo pose. Hands are back beyond the hips. Palms face up to the sky. Third eye is down to the earth. Breathe here. Exhale. 2 more big breaths. Big inhale. And exhale. One more time. Big inhale. And then exhale. Press into your knees and press yourself up as you come over and onto your seat. Take the sole of your left or right foot out. 2 peace fingers. It's a lot of side body stuff today and front body. 2 peace fingers are gonna sail down the inside of that right thigh. You're gonna sweep that left hand up and over and reach your fingers towards your toes. Look up underneath your left armpit. Ground down through your left sit bone. Big inhale. Excuse me, exhale. 2 more big breaths. Big inhale. And exhale, last one, big inhale. Exhale, slowly bring yourself back to your center line. Same thing on that opposite side. Flex your toes back towards your face. Take your 2 peace fingers and sail them down the inside of that thigh. Ground down through your seat. Sweep that right arm up and over. Use the inside of your elbow on the inside of the thigh as you reach towards your fingertips. Squeeze here, big inhale. Exhale, pull down through the outside of that hip and that seat. Roll and look up underneath that right armpit, big inhale. Exhale, slowly pull yourself all the way back up. Take both of your legs nice and wide. Lift and shift through your seat. Pull your sit bones back behind you. And then take your hands out in front of you as you crawl yourself down and over the inside of your thighs. Hold here. Grip onto your mat. Keep a bend in your knees. Relax and release through your seat. Let your elbows fall closer to the mat. Keep breathing here. Big inhale. And exhale. 2 more big breaths. Big inhale. And exhale. Last one, big inhale. Exhale, slowly walk yourself up. Take your hands underneath your knees and shimmy your knees up. Take the soles of the feet together to touch. Sit up nice and tall. Make sure you're on the front side of your sit bones again. And then slowly lower your heart and chest over the inside, the diamond of the thighs. Your forehead comes down. Just hit the arches of the feet. Stay breathing here. Big inhale. And exhale. One more time, big inhale. And then exhale, slowly pull yourself all the way back up. Take your hands to the outsides of your knees. Pull your knees together to touch. Bring yourself all the way down and onto your backside. Give yourself a nice big hug here. Roll back and forth side to side, massaging out through the spine. Take the soles of the feet high to the sky. Flex them in towards the face. Maybe do a quick little figure 4. So cross that right ankle over the left. Pull down. Back behind your thigh. Pulling your legs in towards you. Maybe you use the elbow on the inside of that knee to open up through the outside of your hip a little bit more. Breathe into that space. 2 more big breaths. Big inhale. And exhale. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Same thing on that opposite side. Swap out your feet and the top of that opposite thigh. Ankle rests. Flex through the foot. Interlock your fingers back behind the thigh and pull the legs in towards the chest. Release to the outside of your hip. Big inhale. Exhale. 2 more big breaths. Big inhale. And exhale. Last one, big inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Let the legs come all the way down to the end of the mat. Or pull the knees up into your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug here. Maybe rocking back and forth, side to side. And then slowly roll yourself over and onto the right hand side. Excuse me, we need to come into Savasana, so go ahead and take your legs all the way down to the end of the mat. Bringing yourself into your Savasana. Pull your knees up into your chest again, giving yourself a nice little squeeze, maybe one more time, and then slowly let yourself come back down. Having been taught since we were children that we were separate, finite beings, we have a very hard time when it comes to love. Love feels like a void that threatened to overwhelm us. And that is because, in a certain sense, it is and it does. It overwhelms our small self, our lonely sense of separateness. Since that sense of separateness is who we think we are, we feel like we will die without it. What's dying is the frightened mind, so the love inside us can get a chance to breathe. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Again, nice deep inhale. And exhale. And that quote is from Marianne Williamson, who wrote the book Return to Love. Go ahead and take some time just to be here in a meditative state. If you need to jump up off your mat, make sure you take some time bringing movement back into your body. But if you have some time to continue to lay here and to just breathe and meditate on this space of love as you continue to call it into yourself in your life. Hands can come to your heart, or they can rest down on your knees. The divine light, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the divine love in me sees, honors, and reflects the divine light, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the divine love in you, dear Jane, and anyone tuning in, the collective we and all of us. Thank you for sharing your practice with me, for trusting me with your body, heart, spirit, and soul. To that, I say go in peace, and remember to serve love always. All right, darling. I will see and talk with you soon. Peace and love.